in to allow the Ujjayi smoothly flow, closing the eyes and relaxing the facial muscles, relaxing the muscles behind the eyes, relaxing the tongue, jaw, relaxing the shoulder blades away from the ears, expanding the chest, and arriving to the mat at this moment. We are tilting the hips slightly forward if that feels comfortable. And just follow your natural way of breathing. Feeling calm and softness in the whole body. You bring the attention to your heart center and set the intention for today's practice. How you would like to meet yourself on the mat today. And maybe intention for your day today or the week. Something that makes you feel empowered. We will be starting Ujjayi breathing for Ujjayi breaths. So inhaling deeply into the chest area and exhaling from the belly, pulling the navel in. So gently inhale, Ujjayi. And exhale, pulling the navel in. Three more times, inhale. And exhale, Ujjayi. Two more times, inhaling Ujjayi deeply into the chest. And exhaling, pulling the navel in towards the spine. One more, deep Ujjayi inhale. And complete deep Ujjayi exhale. Now you can gently open your eyes and we will start the practice with 12 sets of sun salutations. So I invite you, Amanda, to come to the top of your mat and I will demonstrate first once slowly and then you can continue sun salutations with me and we will be continuing the Ujjayi breath through the entire practice. So come to the, to change this a little bit. So just come to the top of your mat and stay in Tadasana, mountain pose. So the feet are roughly 2 fists apart. We are pressing the big toe mount into the mat and the outer edges evenly distributed weight on both feet. We are dropping the tailbone down towards the floor, pulling the navel gently in towards the spine, opening the chest and dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Neck is long and the back of the head is lifted. So before we start sun salutations, we will do one standing flow to incorporate the Ujjayi breath with the movement. So we will just do the Tadasana with lifting the arms overhead and put together. So just as you inhale, Ujjayi into the chest, lift the arms up overhead, look up, gaze up, and exhale, pulling the navel in towards the spine and lowering the arms down to the body. So 3 more times, combining the breath with movement. Inhale, lifting the arms up, gaze up towards the sky, and exhale, dropping the arms next to the body. 2 more times. Inhale, Ujjayi. And exhale, pulling the navel in, complete. Exhale, Ujjayi. One more time. Inhale, Ujjayi. Lift, gaze up, look up, and exhale, pulling the navel in towards the spine. Deep, complete. Ujjayi. Exhale. Wonderful. So now I'm going to demonstrate sun salutations, one set. So, and then you can just watch for one and then you can join me. So we're having feet parallel, Tadasana, 2 fists apart, outer edges are pressing, and big toe mount, dropping the tailbone down towards the floor, lifting the heart area, shoulders away from the ears. And as we inhale, we lift up, look up towards the sky, lift the chest. Exhale into a forward fold, bending from the hips, dropping the arms next to the feet, relaxing the neck, and spine is long in Padahastasana. Sit bones are lifting really high towards the sky. Inhale, left leg steps back into a low lunge. Here we are having 90-degree angle and the knee is right above the ankle to be in a safe position. Gently pushing the hips forward and looking up, collarbones are open, chest is open. As we exhale, we bring the right leg into downward dog, pressing the heels to the floor, lifting the sit bones up high towards the ceiling and creating the space for the spine. Spine is really long here. Breath retention, we're dropping the knees, chest and chin to the floor. Zigzag line, as we inhale, we're lifting into a cobra. Bhujangasana, lifting the chest up, gaze up, elbows are really nice in, close to the body, elbows are bent. As we exhale, we are going back into a downward facing dog, lifting the sit bones up high, creating the space for the spine. Neck is released. Inhale, left leg steps forward into a low lunge. Knee over the ankle, opening the chest, looking up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the right leg forward into a forward fold. Bending here from the hips, releasing the neck. Inhale, we lift up, gaze up, and exhale, arms in front of the heart. So now we will do together 12 sets. Tadasana, and inhale, we lift the arms up, gaze up towards the sky. And exhale, bending from the hips, forward fold, releasing the neck, elbows are nice and soft. Inhale, left leg steps back into a low lunge, knee over the ankle, look up, chest up, nice and open. Exhale, down dog, pushing the floor away, hips are nice and high, and spine is really long here. Breath retention, we go to the floor, knees, chest and chin, touching the mat, elbows are in. Inhale, cobra, chest open, collarbones open, gaze up towards the sky, elbows are bent and in, and pubic bone is on the floor heavy. As we exhale, we bring sit bones up towards the sky, down dog, pushing the heels towards the floor, lengthening the spine nice and long. On an inhale, we bring the left leg forward into forward lunge, knee over the ankle, look up, chest up. Exhale, bring the right leg forward into forward fold, bending here from the hips. Spine is long here. Inhale, we lift up, gaze up towards the sky, and exhale, arms in front of the heart. You're going to continue 10 more sets. So inhale, lift up, look up towards the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Spine is nice and long. And neck is released. Inhale, right leg steps forward, back into a low lunge. Knee over the ankle, look up, chest open. And exhale, downward facing dog, lifting the hips nice and high, and spine is long. Breath retention, knees, chest and chin go to the floor. Wonderful. Elbows are in. Inhale, cobra. Lifting the chest and looking up, elbows are bent and in. exhale, we are going into a down dog, lifting the sit bones up towards the ceiling, pressing the heels down into the floor and really elongating the spine. Wonderful. Inhale, right leg steps forward into a low lunge, opening the chest area, looking up, gaze up. Wonderful. And exhale, bring the left leg into a forward fold. Here bending, knees are bent, nice and soft, spine is long. Inhale, look up, chest up towards the sky, and exhale, arms in front of the heart. We are going to continue. So inhale, arms up, look up towards the sky, and exhale, forward fold, bending from the hips. Inhale, left leg steps back, low lunge, look up, chest up, hips forward, exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting the sit bones up high, breath retention, knees, chest and chin to the floor. Inhale, cobra, elbows are in and bent, looking up, chest is open, and exhale, downward facing dog. Sit bones lift really high, really extend the arms, create the space for the spine. Inhale, left leg steps forward into a low lunge, look up, gaze up, exhale, bring the right leg to the top of the mat, forward fold, releasing the neck, releasing the spine here. And as we inhale, we lift up, look up, gaze towards the sky, exhale, arms in front of the heart. You're going to continue. Inhale, look up, gaze up, Ujjayi breath. Exhale, Ujjayi, forward fold from the hips. Inhale, Ujjayi, right leg steps back, low lunge, look up, gaze up, exhale, Ujjayi, down dog, sit bones up high, spine nice and long, breath retention to the floor, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, cobra, elbows bent and in, looking up, gaze up, pubic bone is really grounded, and exhale, down dog, lifting the sit bones up towards the sky, pressing the mat away, really elongating the spine here. Pushing the chest towards the floor. Wonderful. As we inhale, left leg steps forward into a low lunge. Look up, gaze up, exhale. Come to the top of the mat into forward fold. Releasing the neck. Spine is long. Inhale, look up, gaze up. Open the chest and exhale, arms in front of the heart. Keep going in your own pace. Look up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, bending from the hips, releasing the neck. Elbows are soft. Inhale, right leg steps back into a low lunge. You're looking up, pushing the hips forward, opening the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sit bones lifted, heels are nice and heavy, grounded. Really feeling the spine and creating the length for the spine. Breath retention. We go to the floor, knees, chest, and chin, touching the mat, elbows are in. Inhale, cobra, Bhujangasana, lifting the chest, looking the gaze up towards the ceiling, elbows are really in, close to the body. Exhale, down dog, lifting the hips high, pushing the floor away. Inhale, right leg steps forward into a low lunge, looking up, pushing the hips slightly forward, knee over the ankle. Exhale, bring the left leg forward into a forward fold. The spine is nice and long, neck is released. Inhale, Ujjayi, lifting the arms overhead, lifting the heart, looking up towards the sky, and exhale, arms in front of the heart. Inhale, we lift the gaze up, lift the heart up, look towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold, releasing the neck and the spine, bending from the hips. Inhale, left leg steps back into a low lunge. You look up, gaze up towards the sky, chest is open. Exhale, down dog. Send the sit bones up towards the sky, spine is long. Breath retention, knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Touching the mat, elbows are in. Inhale, cobra. Press all 10 toes to the ground. Pubic bone is nice and heavy. Open the chest and look up towards the sky. Exhale, down dog. Send the hips up high and spine is long. chest towards the floor. Inhale, left leg steps forward into a low lunge. Look up, gaze up, and exhale, forward fold. Releasing the neck, releasing the elbows and the spine towards the floor. Inhale, Ujjayi, lifting up, heart towards the sky, chest open. Exhale, arms in front of the heart. We're going to continue 4 more times. Inhale, look up, gaze up, stretch really high, and exhale, forward fold, bending from the hips. Spine is nice and long. Inhale, right leg steps back into a low lunge. Looking up, chest up towards the sky, and exhale, downward facing dog. Sit bones lift high and spine is nice and long. Wonderful. Breath retention. We are going to the floor, knees, chest, and chin touching the mat. Elbows are in. Inhale, cobra. Lift the chest up. Wonderful. Gaze up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Sit bones lift, spine is long. Wonderful. So now inhale, right leg steps forward into a low lunge, opening the chest, and exhale, bring the left leg to a forward fold. Spine is long. Inhale, look up, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, arms in front of the heart. 3 more times. Inhale, Ujjayi, lifting the arms up, lifting the gaze. Exhale, forward fold, touching the ground, elongating the spine, releasing the neck. Inhale, left leg steps back into a low lunge, knee over the ankle, looking up towards the sky. Exhale, sit bones up towards the ceiling, and spine is nice and long. We are going to the floor, breath retention, knees, chest, and chin touching the mat. Arch the back, inhale, push forward into a cobra. Elbows are in and bent, looking up, opening the heart center, and exhale, downward facing dog. Really press the floor away, press all 10 fingers into the mat and ground the heels to feel the long spine here. Inhale, left leg steps forward into a low lunge. Look up towards the sky, open the chest, and exhale, come to the forward fold. Releasing from the hips, spine nice and long. Inhale, look up, chest up, lengthening through the arms, and exhale, arms in front of the heart. 2 more times. Inhale, look up, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Release the neck, release the spine. We are stepping right leg back on an inhale. Look up, gaze up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Do it in your own pace, whatever feels good for your body. We are going to the floor, knees, chest, and chin touching the floor. Inhale, cobra. Elbows are bent and in, looking up, gaze up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really lift the sit bones up towards the sky. And inhale, left leg steps forward into a low lunge. Lifting up, looking up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. The elbows are nice and soft. Neck is relaxed. Inhale, look up, gaze up. And exhale, arms in front of the heart. 1 more time. Inhale, Ujjayi, lifting the gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Bringing the head towards the ground, releasing the neck and elbows. Inhale, right leg steps back into a low lunge. Knee over the ankle, looking up, pushing the hips slightly forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lifting the sit bones up high towards the sky, lengthening the spine. Coming to the floor, knees, chest, and chin, touching the mat. Inhale, elbows are in, cobra. Opening the chest and lifting the gaze up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sit bones up high, spine long. Inhale, right leg steps forward into a low lunge. Looking up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold at the top of the mat. Releasing the neck. And inhaling, lifting the arms up overhead. Gaze up. And exhale, bringing the arms in front of the heart. Release the arms next to your body. We are going to feel the effects of the practice. So just feel the change in your body. Sun salutations is wonderful to start the practice and to warm up the muscles and to create the energy in your body. Just feel what is different now and before we started the practice. So we're grounding the tailbone, chest is lifted, shoulders away from the ears, back of the neck and back of the head lifted, and chin is slightly tucked to allow the Ujjayi breath to flow. Here for one more breath. Inhale Ujjayi and exhale, pulling the navel in. Feel grounded and feel present in this moment. We are going to continue with Padahastasana, forward fold. So we are standing with feet parallel, roughly 2 fists apart, outer edges are pressing into the mat. Parabandha, we are pressing the big toe mount, dropping the tailbone down and feeling nice and grounded. Navel slightly pulled in towards the spine, chest open, shoulders away from the ears, and neck is nice and long. So we are doing forward fold. We are going to start Ujjayi, lifting the arms up overhead, looking up, gaze up, and exhale, Ujjayi, forward fold, releasing the neck, hinging from the hips, arms next to the feet, and releasing the neck. Ujjayi, we're coming out of the pose, lifting up, gaze up, heart towards the sky, and exhale, Ujjayi, forward fold, releasing the neck, hands next to the feet, spine long, creating the length. Inhale, Ujjayi, lifting the arms up overhead, keep the gaze up, and exhale, Ujjayi, pulling the navel towards the spine, releasing the neck. One more time, dynamic practice. Inhale, Ujjayi, into the chest, lifting the gaze up, and exhaling, forward fold for static practice 4 times. You're staying here, folding from the hips, releasing the neck. Spine is nice and long. And breathing deeply, Ujjayi, into the chest. And exhaling, pulling the navel in towards the spine. 3 more times, Ujjayi, inhale. And Ujjayi, exhale. 2 more times, inhale. And Ujjayi, exhale. 1 more time, deep, complete inhale. Ujjayi into the chest. And deep, complete exhale. Ujjayi, bringing the navel in towards the spine. We finish this exhalation. Inhale to lift up out of the pose. Inhale, lift the gaze up, look up, and exhale, bringing the arms next to the body. Standing here for 1 full breath. Inhale, Ujjayi. And exhale, pulling the navel towards the spine. Wonderful. We are going to continue with Utkatasana, chair pose. You can practice with feet slightly apart or feet together. I am going to practice with my feet together, and then you choose what works best for you. So arms are next to the body and the tailbone is dropped nice and long down towards the floor. As we inhale, we're going to bend the knees, sit back into chair pose, really dropping the tailbone down to lengthen the lower back, opening the chest but closing the floating ribs in. If possible, look the gaze up towards the sky if it's not too much pressure on the neck. If it creates a lot of tension, you can keep the gaze forward. So lengthening the lower back, and exhale, come out of the pose, arms next to the body. 3 more times, chair dynamically. Inhale, sit back into the chair, bend your knees, and exhale, straighten the legs and come out of the pose. 2 more times. Inhale, Ujjayi, sit back into the chair, heels are grounded, tailbone is dropping, chest is open, and exhale, arms alongside the body, knees are straight. 1 more time, dynamic. Inhale, sit back into the chair, drop the tailbone, navel towards the spine, and look up. Exhale, come out of the pose, arms next to the body. Chair static practice. Inhale, come to the pose, bend the knees, heels are grounded, tailbone is dropping, lower back is nice and long, chest is open, looking up toward the sky. You're here for 4 Ujjayi breaths. Keep breathing, Ujjayi into the chest, and exhaling from the belly, pulling the navel towards the spine. Wonderful. 3 more breaths, Ujjayi, and exhale. If possible, Amanda, you can sit a little bit deeper if that's comfortable. If not, that is totally fine. Whatever works for your body. 2 more breaths. Wonderful. Ujjayi, inhale and exhale, dropping the tailbone down towards the floor. 1 more time. Inhale into the chest and exhale, pulling the navel in towards the spine. As we inhale, we lift up out of the pose and bring the arms down next to the body. Just stay here for 1 complete inhale and exhale to feel the effects of the practice. You're activating the Ajna chakra, the 3rd eye, and Muladhara. So maybe you feel grounded, that is activated, the energy. So just stay here for a moment and feel what is different. When we finish the Ujjayi exhale, we are going to continue with Warrior 1 practice. So step your feet apart, roughly leg distance apart for Warrior 1. You're facing the long edge of the mat. So we are turning the right leg towards the short edge of the mat, and we are turning the hips as well in Warrior 1. So lift the back foot and just place it roughly a 45-degree angle that the foot, knee, and the shin bone are there, and the thigh bone are facing the same direction. So roughly 45-degree angle. The front leg is facing the short edge of the mat. The hips and chest are facing the front leg as well. So we are going to just inhale and lift the arms up overhead, dropping the tailbone down and shoulders away from the ears. As we exhale, we bend the front knee and come over the front knee for dynamic practice. As we inhale, we come into Warrior 1. Belly is navel towards the spine, dropping the tailbone down, and exhale, come into a fold over the front leg. 3 more times, dynamic practice. Inhale, Ujjayi, and come into Warrior 1, looking up, gaze up. Exhale, fold over the front leg. 2 more times. Inhale, Ujjayi, and look up, gaze up. Focus on the navel center and the heart center. And exhale, come over the front leg. 1 more time. Ujjayi, inhale, lift up, arms up, heart area is open, focusing on the Manipura and Hatha chakras here. So navel center and heart center. And staying here for 4 breaths. Static practice, gaze up, stay in warrior one. You can focus your attention to your navel center and your heart center to help you stay more present into the pose. We have 2 more deep breaths, warrior one, nice and strong, wonderful. Inhale, Ujjayi into the chest. And exhale, bringing the navel, wonderful. One more deep Ujjayi breath, focusing on the heart center here. And exhale, Ujjayi, bringing the arms to the hips and doing the warrior one to the other side, Virabhadrasana 1. So we are rotating the left leg towards the short edge of the mat, the back leg roughly 45-degree angle. The heels are grounded, especially the back heel, really grounded to push the hips forward towards the front. Chest is facing the front, dropping the tailbone down, pulling the navel in. So we are going to lift the arms up overhead, look up, gaze up, and exhale. Bend the front knee, knee over the ankle, and fold over the front leg for dynamic warrior one. Inhale, warrior one. Navel in, dropping the tailbone, heart is lifted. And exhale, folding forward the front leg. 3 more times, dynamic practice. Inhale, look up, gaze up, focusing on the Manipura and Anahata chakras, navel center, heart center. Lift up, exhale, forward, roll over the front leg. 2 more times. Inhale, Ujjayi, lifting the chest up towards the sky, warrior one. And exhale. Roll over the front leg. 1 more time for dynamic practice. Inhale, Ujjayi, lifting the arms up, looking up, nice and strong for the warrior. And exhale, Ujjayi, pulling the navel towards the spine. We are coming into the static practice. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1, lifting the heart, pulling the navel towards the spine, dropping the tailbone, shoulders away from the ears. Here for 3 more breaths. Ujjayi, breathing into the chest. And exhale, pulling the navel towards the spine. You can focus the attention on the navel center and heart center. And deepen the pose. Feel what is comfortable for you. 1 more deep Ujjayi. Inhale into the chest. And exhale, pulling the navel in, bringing the arms coming out of the pose. Strengthening the front leg. And you can just go right into Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Stand is going to be a little bit wider for warrior 2 than for warrior 1. So roughly leg and 20 centimeters in between. Back leg is at 90-degree, parallel to the short edge of the mat, and front leg is turning towards on a 90-degree angle. So just make sure that you have room to bend in for Virabhadrasana 2. The hips and shoulders are facing away from the front leg. So we are facing the side edge of the mat. Arms are extended, shoulder level. Reaching through the fingertips and dropping the shoulders away from the ears. We are going to inhale to prepare for the pose. And as we exhale, we bend the front leg, coming to warrior 2. The gaze is over the middle finger. Focusing on navel center. As we inhale, we are straightening the leg and coming out of the pose. So exhale, warrior 2. Bending the front knee, knee over the ankle. Really ground the back leg and inhale, come out of the pose. 2 more times, deep Ujjayi exhale. Coming to the warrior 2, gaze over the middle finger. Nice and strong, dropping the shoulder blades. And inhale, coming out of the pose. 1 more time, dynamic practice. Exhale, warrior 2. Really pushing the hips, grounding the back heel into the floor and looking nice and strong. Inhale, coming out of the pose. Coming into the static practice. Exhale, warrior 2. Grounding the back heel, dropping the tailbone down, navel towards the spine, and focusing on navel center, Manipura chakra. Gaze over the middle finger, staying nice and strong, reaching through the fingertips. 2 more deep Ujjayi breaths into the chest, inhaling Ujjayi and exhaling Ujjayi. 1 more deep Ujjayi, breathe in into the chest, wonderful Amanda, and exhaling, pulling the navel in. Last breath into the chest, and as we exhale, we come out of the pose and lowering the arms, turning to the opposite side for Virabhadrasana 2. So turning the opposite leg towards the short edge of the mat, back leg 90 degree, heel to arch alignment of the feet. So hips and chest turning away from the front leg, arms are extended shoulder level, and gaze is over the middle finger towards the front leg. As we exhale, we are coming into the warrior 2. Push the hips forward, knee over the ankle. Open, really open that knee and align with the ankle. And inhale, come out of the pose. 3 more times. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Nice and strong, gaze over the middle finger, reaching through the fingertips. Inhale, come out of the pose. 2 more times. Exhale, come to the warrior 2, pressing through the back heel, lowering the shoulders away from the ears, opening the chest. And inhale, come out of the pose. 1 more time, dynamic practice. Exhale, warrior 2, focusing on the navel center, Manipura chakra. And inhale, come out of the pose. Coming to a static practice. Exhale, Ujjayi, warrior 2. Bending the hips, knee over the ankle. Gaze over the middle finger, staying nice and strong. Chest is open and shoulders are relaxed. If that helps, you can focus on the navel center, dropping the tailbone down and pulling the navel in towards the spine. Here we are staying for 2 more breaths. If that helps for the alignment, you can lift the front heel a little bit off the mat. That really helps align the hips and that knee. And drop the tailbone, really looking nice and strong. 1 more inhale, Ujjayi into the chest. And exhale, coming out of the pose, lowering the arms and turning forward. We are going to the transition to the floor for Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. So just come to the front of your mat, Amanda. And we are going to do half of sun salutations to get to the floor, just a little standing flow. So we're in Tadasana, feet are parallel, pressing the outer edges, and chest is open. Lift the arms up, look up towards the sky. Exhale, bend from the hips, lowering the arms, hands to the floor. Inhale, left leg steps back into a low lunge. Look up, gaze up. Exhale. Down dog, lift the sit bones up towards the sky, press the mat away. Exhale, come to the tabletop position. From here, we are going to sit in Vajrasana. So touching sit bones to our heels and cross your legs in the back of your buttocks like this to just flip over and sit on your mat to come to lying down on your back for Setu Bandhasana. Bridge pose, low bridge. So we are lying down on our backs and touching the backs of the heels with a middle finger. Legs are roughly hip distance apart, feet are parallel, and spine is nice and long on the floor. Hips and head are supported. Really, neck is nice and long, and we are feeling grounded in this moment. So as we inhale Ujjayi, we are going to lift the hips up and arms up overhead. Pressing through the feet And exhaling, bringing the hips down, spine to the floor, and arms next to the body. 3 more times dynamic practice. Inhale, Ujjayi, lifting the hips up and the arms overhead.